Good morning, everybody. It's like 8:30 in the morning. So I talked to my friend from New Jersey yesterday, right? And he was like, yo, I've been waiting for your other YouTube videos. What are you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. So I'm going to get it together. So this is going to be, I'm rolling up the window. Sorry, it's loud. Of course, the minute I start shooting, everyone and their mama got to come around. So this video is going to be about, y'all know, y'all been waiting for my trip in Jersey video and everything like that. So I'm trying to, slowly but surely, years later, I'm going to finally do it. I'm just kidding. It was like a month ago. But so this one's going to be about when my father and I took our trip to Connecticut while in Jersey. Right, so it was our first time, both of our first times ever in Connecticut, Stamford to be exact. It was Stamford, Connecticut, and we took Amtrak there, and it was amazing because I don't think I ever been on Amtrak before then. I don't know, I've ridden so many subways and trains and buses since I lived up there. It's hard to tell you, but as far as I ever can recall, that was my first Amtrak experience. And actually, I'm lying. It wasn't even Amtrak. See, look at that. It was the Connecticut train from Grand Central Station to there, Avi. It was my first time out of Grand Central, though, so I love that. I know that for sure. Okay, so anyway, so it was like maybe a 45-minute train ride from the Grand Central Terminal in Manhattan to Stamford, Connecticut. And it was amazing because well, even on the bus, on the train ride, all you see are like the ports with the boats and everything along the river in Stamford. It's so beautiful. Yeah, well, they're bays, I guess. I'm pretty sure they're called bays. Beautiful thing ever. Very beautiful because you got the ports and all the boat, docks and everything over here, and then you got the city of Stamford over here. It was very nice. It was very nice. Very nice indeed. It was a little chilly, but not too bad, shockingly. I thought it would have been a lot colder, but it's not. It's like no colder than New Jersey was, so, no big deal. But it was cool because we walked everywhere. We walked all over that damn city. But first we started with food because I was hungry. So we went to this Dino barbecue, something like that, right? One of those names. And the food was amazing. We each got a sampler because we never been there before. I think we got little barbecue sliders, I think. And I got the macaroni and he got the coleslaw, and then, we was just like, eating off each other's plates so we could try everything. It was really good. It was very good. I was going to get a shirt from there, but it was very specific and I wasn't that interested. The food was great though, so if you're ever in Stamford, look for Dino Barbecue or Dinosaur Barbecue. It's really good. Worth the try for sure. So then we went from there, right, and we walked all the way to like the downtown area, and it's not that bad, but it's a little bit of a walk. So then we went there, right, because I'm instantly thinking, okay, I need something from here. I need memorabilia. I was going to get the shirt, but it did not say, Connecticut or Stamford, Connecticut on it. I always look for something with the city name on it or the city state or at least the state. So we continued our little journey, right? And we walked everywhere. I'm not sure, I'll connect the video at the end, but there was some drama too because during our walk, when we stopped and ate yet again, because I'm fat, there was a police showdown with, all this drama. I'll connect that at the end of the video so you can watch that too, right? So we walked everywhere, right? And looking for something, but enjoyed the scenery as well. I want just like item and let's go. No, we were enjoying everything. And one thing I love about cities, I'm pretty sure I said this in a previous video, I say it all the time, but what I love about cities is the damn architecture. I love it because everything is so modern and different. Every city is different. Every city has something, and it's beautiful. I love it. And what I loved about Stamford was, first of all, their Target is like 7 floors. A 7-floor Target, like, how, right? And their Burlington was nice too, but we didn't go inside Burlington. But one thing about all these buildings, including retail, restaurants, whatever, I've never seen such a design for parking because their garages are built into them. So like Target, for instance, you know, like you have the store, right? And then you have a ramp that wraps around the building, just the back, and then it like goes in to a garage. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Because, you know, they don't have things like that, not even in New York. I don't think, anyway. The craziest thing I've seen in New York is the bus terminal, because, you know, you take ramps to get, but anyway, it was the craziest thing I ever seen, because, you know, we don't have nothing like that here in Louisville. All we have are trees and people walking in my fucking video like this guy and everything, you know, like there's so much space, you know, that, you know, we have parking, you know, like I'm in a parking lot at the library. It's just, you know, so I love seeing things like that. It's so cool. Whew, and we went inside that Target, and let me tell you, that Target is so awesome. I am pretty sure I got a clip of it. I will add it to this video as well. They have these only escalators, right? Escalators or elevators, you know, there's like no steps. You don't have to walk per level. But in between the escalators, there is this little mechanism, right, that you can put your card on it. And while you're going down the escalator, your cart goes down. Or the opposite, if you're going up the escalator, you can put on it and your cart will go up. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. I never seen it. It's like, I was like, wow, right? Because it was just, you know, I'm a nerd and that shit was cool. Because here, well, they don't do that here in Kentucky. No, because we just have one big ass lot and it's all one floor and you just push your cart around and you got to put in the work here in Kentucky, okay? Even in New Jersey, it's not like that. So just to see something like that was cool. I never seen a Target in the city. Yeah, because not even in New York. I don't even know if they have a Target. I'm sure they have a Target in Manhattan. I just don't know where it is. The only thing I've seen in Manhattan was a Home Depot. Shockingly enough. But anyway, so that was like the most interesting thing I ever seen, just to push your cart on this little thing between the escalators and watch it go down or come up, whichever way you're going. But anyway, enough about Target. I worked there for like 5 damn years. I'm not interested in Target anymore. So, after that, we literally walked everywhere. Nowhere in particular, but everywhere. Because I was looking for an item. That's why we went to Target. Because someone told me, oh, you can go to Target and maybe find something. Didn't find shit. So actually, we went from Target to the mall. Which was the craziest mall ever. And I gotta tell you about this. It's not in the mall, but it's connected to the mall. There is a restaurant called the Rascal Flatts. And if you don't know who that is, like, you're not even cool, because it's like one of the most amazing country bands ever. And of course, I know the country band, so when I saw that, I'm like, is that a restaurant or is that like a Hall of Fame kind of thing, right? So I go in there, and sure enough, it's a restaurant, but they're playing the Rascal Flatts music, and they have like all this memorabilia of them on the wall. And I'm like, that is so damn cool. That was awesome. But anyway, so then we go to the mall, right? And it's a crazy mall. I have a picture of it. So you already know what I'm about to say. I will add it to the video if it works. I may not. Depends, you know, how the layout looks. But in this mall, it was like, if you ever watched that movie from like 2000 or 99, Ants, and, you know, you like have the crazy insight, it goes into their ant house and you see all that crazy stuff. That's what it looked like. Escalators this way, this way, this way, this way. It was a maze, but it was, again, so damn cool because I never seen anything like it. So like we're going up and down every escalator because I'm trying to go to these places to find something with, you know, Stamford, Connecticut on it, and still nothing. Nothing. I was mad. Frustrated, really, because I just wanted something. But still, the time in the mall was cool. I went to 2 shops that were on the map of, like, you know, places you could get, you know, memorabilia type stuff, but they didn't have anything. So then we went to this bookstore. I can't remember, I don't know which one it was, but we went to a bookstore. And I asked the dude, I'm like, do you have anything, you know, with the name Connecticut or Stamford, Connecticut on it? He's like, we got a magazine. I don't want no magazine. I almost got it. Almost, but I don't collect magazines. I don't, no. They rip, they tear, they get old, they wither. And so I was like, do you have like a special cover I can put this in? Do you all sell those? No, we don't. Girl, I don't want your magazine. Bye-bye. So we left the mall. And I stopped someone on the street and I'm like, look, I'm from the deep south and I just want something with the name Connecticut or Stamford on it. Help. And by this time it's like 4, maybe 5, because we were there all day. We got there at like noon, maybe earlier than that. And this chick was like, oh yeah, sure, just, the University of Stanford's over here. And I'm like, fucking idiot, why I never thought of that. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. But we go there and we walk in and everyone's looking at us like, yes, we're not a student. I'm just looking for your little, store section where I can go buy something. And they're like, it's closed. And I will fight you. So I'm like, damn, okay. So then we leave there and we trek away from the city, which was crazy. And we passed a Goodwill and Dad was like, they'll probably have something in there. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not above Goodwill, so, And they always have something usually. Sorry, I'm moving the phone. I always forget to grab my tripod or my stick when I know I'm going to do a video, so I'm doing my hands trying to get comfortable. Which is why I'm in the car, because it's such close from the wheel to here. But anyway, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But first, let's go check the gas station. Gas stations almost always have something. A lighter or something. Went in there, they didn't have shit. I'm like, bruh. And at this point, I'm ready to go because we've been there for like 6 hours and I'm just tired. I'm like, I don't even care. He's like, no, we're going to go to this Goodwill and we're going to check. I'm like, okay. We spent like an hour in Goodwill looking over everything and then looking over everything again and then looking over everything again a 4th time, 5th time. Like, we're just making sure, because the first couple times we didn't really find anything. I mean, I found something, but it was from somewhere within Connecticut that, I didn't know. But I held it because, worst case scenario or last ditch effort, that's what I was going to get. But then we kept looking. You all know I love collecting shot glasses. I love shot glasses. Don't know why, but it's just something I've always collected. So when people travel somewhere and they ask me if I want anything, I always tell them, get me a shot glass. But I accept anything now. I'll accept anything in general, but my goal is always shot glasses. But now I kind of broaden my aspect of it. Like, I'll do shot glasses, wine glasses, whatever. And this is why. So when we looked over everything for like the 6th time, I found a beautiful, beautiful wine glass with the name Somewhere, Connecticut. I don't know. It was close, but it wasn't Stamford. But it was nice. It was very beautiful. I would love to show it to you all, but I actually kept it in my Jersey home because I didn't want to bring it down here and have a chance of it breaking. So, but it's very nice. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this instead of what I had. And, my daddy kept looking, and he's like, yeah, that will work, because there was nothing with Stamford or just Connecticut, but it had some kind of vineyard name on it, and then it said Connecticut. So that was fine with me, whatever vineyard is in Connecticut. And that was good enough for me. And I also bought this picture. It has a quote on it, and it's in rainbow. I would love to show you all that too, but that's also at my Jersey home. So when I get back to Jersey in a few months, if I remember, I'll show you all. But that's nice. So, that's why I'm glad he said Goodwill. I'm glad we went because I was able to find something. Because we literally walked all over that store. Walked all over that town, city, whatever, and could not find anything. But it was so beautiful. It was nice. I love going to different states. Now that is the furthest northeast I have been. It's crazy because I've never been west. Kentucky, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. I know that's northwest, but that is Tennessee. That is the furthest west I have been. I've not been to Missouri, Iowa, anything over there. Nothing. But I've traveled from Kentucky onward. So I love going to new places. So we did that and it was beautiful. The food was great. The people were nice too. Like, I didn't meet not one rude person in Connecticut. Connecticut is like, or Stamford rather. Stamford is like a completely different area. Like, especially when you come from New York or Jersey. Not that people there are rude either. It's just different personalities. Like, you can go down here in Kentucky, you can go talk to someone. It's like, oh, doll, you're so sweet. But in New York, it's like, what the fuck are you talking to me? So, you know, it's just different aspects of people. But, you know, Stamford, Connecticut's not like that either. You know, they're more like, hey, you know, they're a little bit more friendly. So it's cool, you know, it was a fun time. We never went to the boat docks or anything. We kind of just looked from afar. We were going to. Dad gave the option. He said we were almost going to go, but he wanted to go into the city, which is fine because I love concrete jungles. I do. I don't know why. It's just the architect and everything. I love concrete jungles. I feel like I'd be King Kong in my next life, or I was in a previous, because I just love being in the buildings at the top and having heart attacks or whatever. But it's nice. Sorry. It's nice. So visit Stamford, Connecticut if you haven't, or anywhere in Connecticut at all. If you've been, let me know. Where have you been to? How was your experience? You know it all. I love the good, the bad, and the ugly. Spill the tea. Let me know. And with that, be sure to like and subscribe for more. And also check out my webpage at merylkeent.wordpress.com.